Off the Sword Coast, beyond the Sea of Swords, lie the Moonshade Isles, home to magic and legacy. The Isles were recently threatened with destruction by a mysterious figure from the past, wielding the power of a vengeful god. Now, as her people rebuild and alliances are reforged, the Moonshade Isles play host to a new group of aspiring heroes.
Right. Jenny has sound. Jenny has sound, and we'll give it a second, but we are here. Da, 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 da. And Ted should have sound as well.
Well,
Um,
we're gonna find out. We're gonna
yeah,
find out if people can hear me.
there we go. But worst case, we have captions there. Thank you, thank you. Um, but happy New Year, everyone. We've made it.
Woo!
It is January 1st somehow. And Ted and I are here tonight with the first, couldn't get any firster, episode for the year of Scry Ahead. Woo! First on the first.
Yeah,
Alright.
and it, for anybody who doesn't know us, which would be a shock to me right now, I am Ted Atkinson. I am the online event manager for Baldman Games. And Ginny, what do you do? What hat are you wearing today?
Not a single hat. I'm the hostess with the mostess for Scry Ahead, and I am your friendly Baldwin Games social media coordinator and community stuff. Ted's on the community committee too. Spencer in the background's on community. We got a couple of other members, and we bring you the latest and greatest happenings for Baldman Games every month. Put together some streams and do some stuff. I'm not bald, but Ted is one of our lesser bald men.
It's true.
You got a little bit of hair there going on.
Just I know, too much stubble.
But we are here tonight to do Scry Ahead. Walk you through our agenda real quickly. I'd like to remind you all first that there will be a giveaway going on later in the stream. You win 2 tickets for our January virtual D&D weekend for whatever it is that you want to play that we're running, which we'll get to all of that later. But our agenda, we're going to talk to you about our charity for the month, what we're going to be streaming. We're going to give you a little update on Winter
Mm.
Fantasy. Um, we're gonna do the giveaway, of course. We're gonna talk a little bit about Dragon Marks, and by we, I mean Ted is. Home game in the cloud, which is super exciting and new. What games we're going to be running in January, and then of course what games we're gonna run in February and March for our 3-month look ahead. And then we'll announce that giveaway winner, do some wrap ups. If you've got any questions at any point in time, drop them there in the chat. There are
Indeed.
always flumps in the dark. They are coming. And over on my channel, hello to you two who are sitting there. All
Uh,
right, Ted, kick it off with our charity.
Yeah, let's talk about who we are offering donations for at this month's events. We are doing the American Red Cross. Given that this is Blood Donation Month, we want to make sure that we encourage people not only to donate blood if you can, but also to donate with your dollars, because the American Red Cross is a network of generous volunteers, employees, other donors who share a mission of preventing, relieving suffering both in the US and around the world. They use their funds and donated blood to secure communities against disasters, along with teaching life saving skills so that everybody can be better prepared when the need arises. So, this is a really excellent group to make sure that we are helping out.
They are one of my favorite, I guess, kind of international humanitarian organizations in that they do what they say they're going to do. They bring aid when aid is needed. So I encourage everyone to support that however you see fit. But we'll be doing, the usual re-roll tickets, taking donations, etc., etc.,
Mhm.
to make it easy on you. All right. So what are we going to be streaming this month, Ted? Why don't you kick it off? We're streaming.
Yeah, well, of course, we have Scry Ahead. This is our monthly show where we talk about all things coming up next month. And the one after this is actually going to be a little early because we have Winter Fantasy and the VDDW at Winter Fantasy. So you can find us again on Sunday, January 22nd. Same bat time, same bat channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Time here on Baldman_Games.
Yeah, so you get 2 scry aheads this month. It's a very odd month, which leads us to our next one. We're gonna have one very odd stream going on as well. Now that the odd there does stand for one D&D, so that's our ongoing semi-regular stream where we discuss the latest one D&D playtest changes, how they affect the virtual D&D weekends, what our plans are for that, and we have different guest designers to help us dissect and analyze the latest UA. Sorry, the dog's over here. He's like, I would like to be involved in this. UA docs, Unearth Arcana docs, and that you can get those through D&D Beyond if you haven't been participating in those playtests. This month, we have the amazingly talented and just wonderful human being, Teos Abadea, is going to be on. And that is going to actually be airing on Sunday, January 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern.
And it's 1 week from tonight, and
Yeah.
I am pumped. This should be a good chat.
Yeah, 1 week from tonight, at the usual Dave time, 8 p.m.
Alrighty.
Alright.
And we also have one more stream, of course, that we are working our way through. That's Moonshay Isles Castle of Skulls. This is the actual play stream that we are now halfway through, which is set, of course, in the Moonshay Isles. We believe that we have managed to chase all the flumps out of that particular set of arcane machines. So hopefully we'll have fewer technical disruptions from the flumps
Well, we've
for that
got
particular show.
Teos coming in, of course, the Flump expert,
That's true.
to ensure that that
He's
is
the
true.
flump whisperer. The flump whisperer.
But we have 3 episodes of that this month.
Indeed, indeed we do. The next episode, episode 4, is going to be streaming this Tuesday. That's January 3rd at 9 p.m. We have updated the time, 9 p.m. Eastern. They are every 2 weeks. So after that, we are going to run every other week through the rest of the month. That's going to take us right up to Winter Fantasy. And so they will be available on VOD, on Twitch, and YouTube. We are currently intending to get at least the first episode completely fixed up, cleaned up,
Yeah.
and
The completely
on the channel.
remastered version. But for people who like numbers, that's the 3rd, 17th, and 31st are when those episodes air.
Indeed. And they star the show's creator, Paul Gabat, our fantastic, I mean, just really incomparable DM, who is one of the 2 Moonshay storyline coordinators for our new Moonshay stories. He came up with the storyline for this adventure, and he is DMing for a truly stellar cast. We have Chris Gideon, Graham Ward, Gwen Marshall, Todd Shreve, and Jess Pendley. This is set in the time between the events of the Rising Shadows storyline that we have now concluded and our new Malefic Delusions adventures, which folks will be able to premiere at Winter Fantasy. And the production team is, well, us, with Ginny as our executive producer, and then work by myself, and also Spencer, who does a Herculean amount of
Our
work
amazing
putting it together.
technical producer, who we could not do this without him.
Truly, truly spectacular. But speaking of Winter Fantasy, since we've been talking about it a bunch, why don't we dive on into talking about what's happening there? Because this is going to be a big year for Winter Fantasy. So for those of you who have not been paying attention, it is going to be running from February 1st to the 5th. That starts Wednesday evening with a DM meeting at 6 p.m. And the first slot starts right after that at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night and runs through Sunday of that week. Um,
And I encourage you all to get there Wednesday if you can. Even if you don't want to play a game Wednesday, if you want to decompress. I'm not going to be running a game. Instead, Wednesday night, I am going to be offering a fabulous event. This isn't on the thing, so I'm just telling you this. Which is a birthday party for Keith Hoffman. So you probably know Claire, her husband Keith. We're going to be doing that Wednesday night as well. We're going to have cake. We're going to socialize. We're going to be merry and celebrate.
I'm very excited to
I
get to be
am
there.
too. It's a landmark birthday for Keith as well. So, yay! Super excited for that. In addition to that, there's so many things happening that it is hard to capture them all. This is of course our annual Baldman Games homecoming event, Winter Fantasy in blustery Fort Wayne. So starting, we've got our brand new event registration system using tabletop.events. So we're no longer using the cart system on the Baldman Winter Fantasy website. So for those of you who loved that, why? I really want to know, why did you love it? But we're moving to tabletop events. It is intuitive on the user side, and we're super excited for that. The site is, and you know what? I'll get you some ice cream, Wallerstein. The site is up now. Spencer's going to drop that link in chat so you can go peruse it right now. Event registration is not yet live, but you can see the blurbs for all of the events that we're going to have there, as well as the grid, and just start poking around at things. And if you somehow haven't gotten um, your hotel done yet, all that information is on there as well. And the old site will be redirecting to that tabletop events going forward. We're just working on getting the final details on that and a couple of more buttons that need to be mashed.
Yeah, there might be a
Um,
few little things that need some tweaks, and those will be going live shortly. So if you see anything, don't worry, we're still finishing getting the details put together.
yeah,
Um,
and if you see anything egregious, please let us know.
if you see something, say something.
Yeah, if you see something, say something. Like for instance, if you've seen anywhere on the internet where Dave has put that Winter Fantasy is the second through the sixth, it's not. It's definitely the first through the fifth, and please ignore any mentions of the second through the sixth that you find in the wild. Those were last
Oh,
year's dates.
we also have some really great opportunities and some cool projects that we've been working on putting together that are going to be going live at Winter Fantasy or in the lead up to it. So why don't I throw out some information on a few of those? If you like filling out very short Google forms, well, have I got some great news for you?
I love Google Forms. How did you know, Ted?
I promise they're all very short. I think the longest one is like 8 questions, like very, very short.
That's more than
But
a handful.
we've
I
got a
don't know.
few things going on here. So the first is that we're taking signups for show buddies. So this is our idea for helping partner up some experienced folks with new people coming in. I know that we have a lot of interest from people who have not actually made it out to a show before. Some of them have only been playing with us online. Some of you, maybe who are watching right now, we would love to see you there. So if you are interested in trying to help those folks out, make sure that they get out to events, that they know what to bring, what to expect. This is for you. We would really, really love your help with this. We'll put you with like I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 people at most, trying to keep it small, so that you can just reach out and chat with each other, and so the new folks have somebody that they can ask questions of if they don't want to, if they don't feel comfortable trying to poke the entire chat. Um, that link, we're going to be dropping all of the links for these things there. It's currently up there. So if you're interested, please,
Look
please,
at
please help us with this.
Spencer with his adorable short links. Baldman.link/buddies.
Wow, look at him being all clever about this. All right, we've got also some new awards that we're going to be giving out at the annual Herald's Guild meeting. There is a new Rookie of the Year award that Dave is working on figuring out. And then speaking of forms once more, we now have some awards that all of you are able to vote on. So if you have participated as a member of the Herald's Guild by doing anything with Baldman Games as a DM or an HQ person or anything like that over the years, you are eligible to vote on the Community Contributions Award. Right now, what we're doing is we're taking nominations for people who can be voted on for this award. The Community Contributions Award is to recognize people who have stepped up and really done something um, to sort of make everybody's lives better, who have excelled by going above and beyond to really make sure that our community is one that everybody wants to be part of, that people feel welcomed and included, and that these are the folks who make you want to come back over and over again. So if you'd like to nominate someone for one of these awards, we have a link for that that's coming in right now. And we would very much like to see who you think has really excelled. Nominations are going to be open through the end of the month, so that's until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January the 31st, and then during Winter Fantasy from 3 p.m. in the afternoon on that Wednesday until 3 p.m. on Saturday, we are going to have voting open for that, and anybody who is a Herald's Guild member um, can vote during that time. And last, our sort of big one. This is very new and very scary for Dave. We are looking for people to be part of a new BMG advisory committee. There are 4 seats open for people to be voted in on. Once again, this link is for people to be nominated for this, and the members of the advisory committee are going to really take a top-down look at how BMG runs events, how BMG is put together as an organization, and you are going to be able to give your feedback directly to Dave on this. So this is a really big deal. This is how you get. This is really how you get feedback in there that make sure that it gets heard, right? And that Dave has an opportunity to hear from the community. So these folks are also going to act as sort of aldermen or liaisons to the community to be available so you can have private chats with people who want to understand better how things are run and who might have some fresh ideas that aren't getting heard. So this is a really big deal. This is really important. This is for a 1 year term as a member of this advisory committee. Um, you do have to have done at least 3 Baldman Games events in the last 3 years. That's not all that much. We just want to make sure that it's people who actually understand how Baldman Games works, even just a little bit. Um, that's really pretty much it. The only other thing is you can't be somebody who is currently a member of leadership or who is serving on one of the Herald Guild committees. So you want to get some fresh voices in here, some outside the box thinking, so that you can share some really important ideas. And we want everybody to feel really sort of confident and empowered to speak through these people directly to the Baldman himself. So please, if you have anybody you think would be an excellent nominee for this, put their name down, and we would love to chat about that. And we will have voting once again, running from 3 p.m. on Wednesday, February 1st, until 3 p.m. on Saturday, and we'll announce the winners of the awards and the new advisory committee members during our annual Herald's Guild meeting.
Yes, our annual Herald's Guild meeting. Speaking of the annual meeting, I know I'm excited for this. We have extended dinner by an hour. So dinner break on that Saturday will now run from 6 to 8 p.m. It's Eastern, of course, because we're in Fort Wayne.
Mhm.
The evening slot then kicks off at 8, so it'll be 8 to midnight on Saturday, the 4th. That makes it a bigger and better, and we're going to have even more to share, including a whole presentation on 2022, looking back, and our plans for 2023, plus the new awards. We highly encourage you all to dress fancy. Please use that, define it how you will. Wear a nice dress, wear your nicest Baldwin Games hoodie. I don't know. To you, wear a costume. I don't know. I'm gonna wear a nice dress, I think. Yeah.
I'll see if I can dust
What
up a suit.
weather pending. Weather pending. Although of course I only have to walk across the street, so maybe I'll
It's
find
like
something.
this long a walk.
Oh, I bet I can find something like gold and shimmery. I'm gonna be so extra. Somebody please be extra with me, okay? Um, if you want to be extra and you're gonna be at Winter Fantasy and you'd like to coordinate gowns, uh, I was gonna say call me, but like text me. So we are doing that, and we're still workshopping the name of what we want to call that event.
Mhm.
I have proposed that we call it the annual Baldman Banquet and Awards because ABBA. Um, but we don't have a better name yet. So if you've got a better name for our annual dinner and award show, we'd love to hear that as well. Since we're, you know, names
We are
are
open
hard.
to suggestions.
Names are hard, all right. Um,
Uh,
and if you want to just
Speaking of
second
figure,
that my name is the best, then please feel free to also do that.
speaking of figuring some things out, we are also working to bring back workshops during the show. So we are trying to put together a few small workshops or seminars on topics of interest to folks. Details are still in process, so you'll have to keep your eyes peeled. We will make announcements on the community Discord when we have some of that figured out.
Thank you, Mr. Nickstick. We're best friends now. There's no better name. The internet has spoken. All right. Now to kick off the time that we all love, the giveaway time, our monthly giveaway. One lucky winner will get 2 free tickets to the game of their choice for the January virtual D&D weekend. The winner will be contacted via Twitch, the dialogue box icon up in the corner that says Whisper. You have to be following the channel. That is the free option. You need not be subscribed. Although, if you'd like to give us your money or your Amazon Prime subscription, we would love you dearly, and we would love you dearly. Um, Contest will close in 20 minutes. The code word for this month's giveaway is exclamation point giving. 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 You can go ahead and drop that in chat
It
right.
doesn't. It's not the Castle of Skulls. I promise. Ignore what it says. It just lies to you.
Yeah, we missed a step when we were setting that up. This is not the Castle Skulls. You are indeed getting 2 tickets for next month's
For this
version.
month's
This
virtual
month's,
weekend.
I don't know what month it is. It's January. For this month, for January's. All right, most of you have figured it out, so there we go. Despite my mess ups here. All right. Anyways, on from the giveaway. Ted, we've got an update on Dragon Marks, I hear.
We do. It is not a big update. I should warn you all right now. The Dragon Mark tracking tool is still working. So if you've done anything in November or December, if you've played a game, if you've run a game, uh, those numbers should mostly be correct. If you have sent me a message, an email, um, about your numbers being wrong, I haven't fixed it yet. I'm so sorry. I,
But he has
time is fleeting.
acknowledged your email at this
I
point.
I have seen your emails. I promise you. Unless I haven't, in which case you'll find out in, I don't know, probably the next 48 hours, give or take. It is on my to-do list, very high right now, along with finally cleaning up all of the outstanding servers that people are still on. They're still up because we owe people things. So coming soon. And once we finish getting all of the numbers updated, we will have some very exciting things to say, including finally putting up the link for people to get their shirts. Now, we were really hoping that we would have
A
a
shirt
cool shirt
design.
design to show you, but sadly, our designer has worked 100 hours in the last 2 weeks on other projects,
When he
and
thought he
so
was going to be on a little bit of a vacation.
yeah, so unfortunately, the shirt design is not quite ready, but we do have a very cool lapel pin. Ginny, can you see if you can grab that link that we have there, so that we can show that off?
For the lapel pin?
Yeah,
It looks
for the
like
lapel.
Spencer has just grabbed it.
Oh, has he already put it in there? No, I don't think.
No.
Anyway, we have a cool lapel pin that is, wow, it did not like that link at all. The lapel pin is going to be available for a very small amount. We don't have a final number yet, but we're guessing like $5.
Yeah.
And in
That's
order to get the lapel pin, you have to have earned a whopping one dragon mark with us. If you've played any one game or DM'd one game, you too can buy a lapel pin. They're very cool, I promise you. And the Dragon Mark logo that's going to be on the lapel pin is one that we're going to be updating on the website very shortly. It's very fancy. We're very excited about it. It looks super cool.
It
So
is
please take a look
super
at that.
cool.
Yeah.
I bet though, even though I can't get it, we can't get that thing to do the thing. We can't get the thing to do the thing. But I bet you, if I can click like 2 more buttons, I could just show you the thing like right here.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it.
Ah, too many, too many. Hold on, I only need to show one.
And also, to be clear, at some point we will have up. Oh, we had it for a moment there. I
There
saw
it
it.
is.
Uh,
It looks like this.
yeah, there it goes.
Let me move it to where it's not half hidden. Shoot.
We are going to have a website version, not just the Discord bot that you can use to interact with your stuff. If you have not used Discord, well, you're missing out on a lot of cool stuff. I promise you. Um, but that is it for Dragon Marks for now. So
It's
thank you
gonna
for
look
bearing
like
with us.
this. And you could put it on your lapel, or it's just a pin. Ted keeps calling it a lapel pin. It's just a pin. You can wear it
You
wherever you
could
want.
really put it wherever you would like, yes.
Yeah, just a pin.
But we got to keep rolling because we have so many new things to talk about. Ginny, what else is coming up?
All right, we do. We have so many things to talk about, including home game in the cloud. Our first round of home game DMs have been selected. Ryan Lamphere, George Sanders, and Jenny Hale will each be running a Shadow of the Dragon Queen, the Dragonlance hardcover experience. Calvin Bridges will be running the Spies Beneath the Moon Sea Adventures League series by the awesome Andrew Bashinsky. And the current Moonshay co-lead Paul Gabat will be running through our classic Rising Shadows storyline. Holy moly, that was hard to say. Um, we're still working out the scheduling on those with those DMs. Tickets will be available on the Yawning Portal very soon, TM. And for those of you who are like, what the heck is home game in the cloud? It's a way for fixed groups to play with our DMs. The DMs set the adventures and the timetables. The players can, of course, work with DMs to do some planning there. Games happen between the virtual D&D weekends, not during, because that's a cluster. They're perfect for fixed storylines and hardcovers. There's no booking fee. Everything is going to be all in one included in that ticket price. And unlike our red carpet, each player pays for themselves per session. The tickets are listed about 7 to 10 days before a game, and if for some reason a player from your static group is unable to make it, that ticket will go available to the public 48 hours before the game, so you can just have your friend drop in and join for a session. Um, yeah, if you've played through some other service like Start Playing, it's very similar to that. We'll get you set up so you can get your fix in between when you get your fix.
And remember that, like all other sources of Baldman games, if you are playing a paid game, you do continue to earn dragon marks for that as well. And we'll have some more opportunities for ways to spend those dragon marks coming up in 2023. We have a lot of cool ideas. We were just very pressed for time, unfortunately, to get them spun up. So
Yeah, I'm so
more
excited.
coming soon.
All right. Sorry, I'm watching my dog rub his eyeball against the couch, which he's not supposed to be doing. All right. What everybody's waiting for? You all want to know what games can you play in January, right?
Mm.
All right, Ted, why don't you kick us off?
All right, so we've got, of course, our 1D&D playtest games. This is, as a reminder, the only source for DDAL legal 1D&D playtests. You can bring your existing tier-appropriate characters. You just rebuild them using the new rules, and then build them back when you're done. You can make new characters built with DDAL rules, so that's level 1 or 5 versions, plus, of course, the new UA material. Any UA material that hasn't been superseded by a newer version is available, so you can continue to play things from the earlier ones. But we do really want, where possible, to try to use stuff from the latest UA. And afterwards, if you want to keep playing in AL, you just rebuild them using the normal rules. And then if you are playing a tier 3 or tier 4 character, you can't continue them as DDAL characters, but you can make it just for the game. Check it out. Try out the high level features and feats. Some of those feats are very cool. And you can continue to use them for other 1D&D playtests at future events. Everyone who plays does get a minor DDAL event award that you can apply to any character of your choice. This month, continuing on what we've been doing for the last 2 months, we have some 2-hour adventures. That's going to be at tiers 1, 2, and 4. These are ones that are coming from Lost Tales of Myth-Drannor. So we have Adventure A, which is the Darkwood Webs at tier 1. We have Adventure D for tier 2, which is Echoes of the Weeping War. And then we have Forgotten Foes for our tier 4 adventure. The other thing that we have, I'm sorry, rather, I meant that's tier 3. And then at tier 4, let me say this correctly, at tier 4, we are playing an adventure out of Infernal Encounters, just like we were doing last month. This one is called The Devil's Song. All right, and let's see. I should also mention that we do have buddy tickets set up for the 1D&D adventures. So if you're unfamiliar with those, that's where you can buy 2 and exactly 2 tickets, and they come at a discounted price. All right, I think we've got some Dragonlance coming up.
We do. We have Dragonlance Vault of the Undying. That is our new module-based storyline from Baldman Games. This is not the hardcover. This is the storyline that we launched at PAX Unplugged. If you were there, it was so much fun. We launched the intro adventure for that, as well as the first epic. So this is the hardcover. This is not the hardcover. The hardcover will be available through Home Game in the Cloud, as we previously discussed. So we've got Dragons of Divinity, our 2-hour prelude adventure designed to be played first. This is perfect for both those die-hard Dragonlance fans and those who are completely new to the setting. Um, Unlike previous runs at wherever, um, this is going to be first level only. Your character, when you play this, is first level. All right. We also have Dragons of Destruction, the first epic in the storyline from the minds that pioneered online epics. Unlike previous runs, again, this will be second level only. So first level for the prelude, second level for the epic. And I mean, I don't know about anybody else who experienced any of those at PAX Unplugged, but they are super fun. And the Wandering Kender Bard is amazing.
Not that you're biased at all about that.
No, why would I be biased? She's nothing like me.
And to be clear about those level restrictions, this is like you might have seen in Critical Role or in the Mist Hunters
Miss
games.
Hunters.
So if your character has missed one of those, but you still want to play it, you just level or de-level as appropriate to be the level of the adventure.
So much fun. All right. We've got one of my favorite storylines too, Dreams of the Red Wizards, right, Ted?
Ah, yes, yes, we do. So we have the red seeds. These are the intro adventures. These are coming back. So if you're looking to start from level 1, get into the series, use this as a hook. There are 4 2-hour adventures for the red seeds. We have paired them together, so it's going to make 4-hour slots. So you'll either be playing number 1, Big Problems, and number 2, Watcher of the Trollclaws, or you'll be playing number 3, A Red Day for Elventree, and then number 4, Tales of Fang and Claw. So those are always going to be packaged into 2 sets for 4 hours. We also have our brand new storyline, which we are finally unveiling. And it kicks off with 2 4-hour adventures. This is Obscure Devotions, which is designed to pick up either after Red Seeds or Spelljammer Academy. It uses either of those as sort of an introduction. Um, Although you can also just jump directly into these. And these are going to be DRW 21, Something in the Way, and DRW 22, Something Wicked. And we will have more details, including blurbs for those. Actually, I think those are on the Winter Fantasy site, if
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
blurbs
mistaken.
are on the Winter Fantasy tabletop site. So if you want to see
Absolutely.
those blurbs, you can go ahead and check them out. Or I'm gonna post a recap of all of this in text form, and you can see them
Yeah,
there.
and they will be up shortly on the awning portal. We're still
Yes,
finalizing some of that.
that too. Plus something we have been super excited about for like it. I mean, outwardly excited about it for at least 6 months, but inwardly excited about it for I don't know, like a year or so since we started campaigning to make it happen, right?
I think Spencer is just about ready to explode.
Yeah,
So
Spencer might explode if we don't actually do this event this month. That event, of course, is the Reclamation of Thrawn Epic. It's a true epic. Not that any of the others aren't true epics, Spencer. That's for you. No, I'm kidding. Gosh. Where parties of different tiers are essential to achieve the overall goal, which is to defeat Vorgon Shanks, the maimed virulence, and liberate Thrawn. Tier 1, 2, and 3, each with their own unique adventure, all of which form a larger story. Buddy tickets will be set up for this game as well. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Bring your best friend and play this with them, especially if neither of you have ever played it before. Or, I don't know, bring your favorite enemy and be like, now we're going to be friends. I don't know, you do you. Don't let me tell you what to do. However, if you don't feel that you are adequately prepared to do this, we are running um 3 season 1 adventures, DDEX 110, 113, and 114 that help add a little bit of context to this epic. They're not needed, but they do enrich the experience if you have that little bit of story to kind of set it up as to what all has been going down in Vaughn prior to Vorgensharinx taking over the town, which is super exciting. And yeah, as Spencer has said there in chat, even if you have played this epic before, play it at a tier that you haven't played. Yeah, absolutely. Charity rerolls, right? It's an epic. It's not an open. And it's gonna be so much fun because the vastly different experience at every tier. I've played 2 and 3, but not 1. Maybe I should play I can't. I'm out of town. But I know. I'm actually a little bummed about that. But yeah. In addition to that, we're going back to the Radiant Citadel.
Yes, this month we have 6 Radiant Citadel adventures. So returning from Journey to the Radiant Citadel, we have Sins of Our Elders, which is for 6th level characters, Gold for Fools and Princes, which is for level 7 characters, Trail of Destruction for level 8, and In the Mists of Manavarsha, which is for 9th level characters. As a reminder, uh, you are able to play anything that's within the correct tier, but we do strongly encourage you to play as close to the suggested level as possible. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, respectively. And then we have 2 additional adventures that we are bringing for the first time to our virtual weekends. Between Tangled Roots, which is designed for 10th level characters, and moving into tier 3 now, designed for 11th level characters, we have Shadow of the Sun.
I ran out.
Um,
I didn't have enough fingers to do 11.
you
11.
tried though. I
Everybody.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And we also are bringing back for 1 month longer Spelljammer.
Spelljammer! Adventures in Space. No, yeah, Adventures in Space, though. The Light of Xerxes is wrapping up this month. If you haven't gotten in on those last few episodes, episodes 4, 5, and 6, we are working to get the last few players through that. Um, so do it now
Yeah, if you
or
if you don't
request it in
squeeze
red
it in
carpet.
now, that's really kind of the only way you're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Um,
Um, there's just too much happening. We are
there's
packed.
so
This
much
month
content.
is already so full. I don't know how we're going to get through it.
It is full because we still have one, 2, 3, 4 more categories to go, and the next one is
Oh,
taking us back to
yep.
those classics, 10.
Indeed, indeed. We've been running through season 9 Avernus modules for a little while now. Mitch Smithson is running us through this. Season 9 is part of the Forgotten Realms campaign. And this month we have 9.3 and 9.4, which is Hungry Shadows and Day of the Devil. Those are combined into a single 4-hour slot. We also have 2 4-hour adventures, 9.5 Faces of Fortune, written by some weirdo, and then 9.6 Infernal Insurgency.
Who wrote? Did you write 9-5? Who wrote
I did
9-5?
write 9.5, yeah. It was you know what? It was an adventure. It was an adventure. If you want to learn more about Fai Chen's mysterious background, that's definitely a place to go. All
Yeah.
right. And we've also got additionally some author sessions. We have a whole bunch of
Author
people who
sessions,
have
of
written
course, 'cause we have
dungeon crafts.
so many phenomenally talented authors. We're gonna start with Merrick Montalvan. Oh gosh, one month I'm gonna get your name right the first try. Um,
It's just a tongue tied.
I know
We've been
Merrick,
talking for
who
a
is
long time.
amazing, is back with her Wild Beyond the Witchlight Ashlon duology by popular demand. That is Beneath the Eternal Glacier, Under the Cover of Stars. Those are 2 adventures there. This is darker and colder adventures in the Feywild. Um, we also have Mickey Tan.
Yes, and Mickey is going to be running is a Spelljammer Dungeon Craft, which is called "Just Can't Wait to Be King." Well, that's the name of the series. This is part 2, which is called "The Monkey King." Part 1 was "Monkey Business," which some of you might have played last month.
Mm,
And then our own Spencer has
yes.
an exciting dungeon craft to bring back. Jenny,
Yeah, Spencer's running his Eberron Dungeon Craft. It's the first ever AL adventure from that rando. I don't mean who is he? Whatever. It's probably gonna suck. You've been warned. Spencer, don't put bad things about yourself in the notes. I'm just gonna read them out loud. Spencer's amazing, and it's probably gonna be awesome. Okay, he's feeding the teleprompter lies. Um, this one is called The Train Heist. It works as a standalone adventure or as a backdoor pilot for something else.
if you love
Mm,
Eberron Adventures,
you'll
you will not be
probably,
sad.
yeah,
I suspect.
yeah.
Um, and we have some additional tier specific content we've been doing for a little while. This month, Andrew Giese is continuing his run of tier 4 mods by running Alan's. I can. He's not paying attention. Alan's window to the past,
You
those
can't
that
even.
came before.
You can kind of see the edge of his head right there. There it is.
I know. Window to the Past and those that came before, part of the Worm saga that everybody loves to hate or hates to love. And Andrew is also going to be running two season 8 adventures. These are tier 4s in season 8, The Tower of Agaron 817 and 818 Moving Day. Um, which are some pretty wild and exciting things if you like season 8 and have been seeking to wrap that up. Um, we've also got some additional tier 4 content. Paul Gabat is going to be running a game of Definition of Heroism. This is the tier 4 adventure from Lost Tales of Myth Drannor. You might have seen it last month. If you didn't get a chance to play it then, definitely check it out with Paul this month.
All right. And on the opposite end of that spectrum, of course, if you're not ready for tier 4 or you've got friends who want to learn to play, we have our continuing learn to play available. As always, it's an excerpt from the Dragons of Stormwreck Isle from the newer D&D starter kit. Uh it's got a big ship and stuff. It's so much fun.
Hmm.
It is so much fun. And as always, if you're looking for the grid for January, you can always find that at baldman.link/January-grid, which I think Spencer is gonna drop in the chat in just a second. All right.
And then
Um,
we just got to keep pushing on because we are already at 850, and we still have to get through what's coming up in February and March.
let's go ahead and
Uh,
announce the giveaway winner though. It's done.
ooh, you know what? Yeah, we can do that while people are here. Let me pull that up.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let's get a little drum roll going here. Our
I'm not
winner is Cat Cahill.
Congratulations! You won the giveaway. The little box up in the corner with the whisper. Will be contacting you there. Oh, that's you. That is you. Yeah, that's you. You did it. You won. Now you just gotta figure out from all of those things we just listed, what 2 tickets do you want? The easy part has been completed. You won. Now the hard part, choosing just 2 things.
It is tricky. It is tricky.
It is tricky.
Uh,
Does a buddy ticket count as 2? Buddy ticket counts as 2, right?
Buddy ticket is 2. Correct.
If you want to do a buddy ticket, that does count as both of yours.
Yeah, but you can bring a friend for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's look ahead to our dates. Ginny, when are we going to be seeing our virtual weekends coming up?
New dates, yeah. So in February, that's going to overlap with our Winter Fantasy, of course. The VDDW, though, is not the entire show. It is merely the 3rd through the 5th. So just that Friday through Sunday of Winter Fantasy. All major.
In-person shows, I believe Spencer is saying,
Yes. All
will continue to have these online components to them, with the exception of Gen Con because it's a whole weird thing.
Gen
But
Con is all higgledy-piggledy. And then for March, of course, if you're looking to get more in, we're going to keep this really easy. It's also the 3rd through the 5th. So for the next 2 months after after January, you're looking for the 3rd through the 5th. And of course, as always, if the events are gone, are they really gone, Ted?
no, they are not. If they leave rotation, if you missed your opportunity to finish off Light of Xerxes, for instance, you can always do a red carpet game. This is baldmangames.com/the red carpet treatment. Spencer's going to drop that in chat for you. Applications for February open up after, pretty much right after the January show closes, as quickly as we can. We know that time is tight. So if there's something that you want to play that doesn't quite fit, or you just want to pick the times that work for you and your group, go ahead and do that red carpet application. We also, of course, have Home Game in the Cloud, which we talked about earlier. That is launching
Imminently.
soon, TM. Yes, if you want to find more information about that, we have a page for it on baldmangames.com. It's HGITC.
Just for you,
And
Crazy Flower. We got that link.
you can keep your eyes on the announcements channel, or we have another short link there, as Spencer has dropped. We will be getting those up soon. There will be additional home game experiences coming up, but our first batch of home games are those ones that we had announced previously. And sometimes we bring things back if there's enough demand to make it work. Just like we brought back gangs last month. after a concerted effort to include that in our programming. If there are things that you really want, make sure that you mention them to us, and if we hear enough from you folks, we will see what we can do. All right, what else do we have coming up here, Jenny?
All right. And for those of you who are going to be doing virtual D&D weekend for Winter Fantasy, PO Moon will return for that. So if you missed those, there were 4 adventures, and all 4 adventures are going to be at the virtual D&D weekend part of Winter Fantasy. You can get caught up before the Moon Shay's Malefic Delusions comes to the virtual D&D weekends this spring. Because that'll be on a little bit of a
Yes, as a reminder, for this year, the Moonshay adventures are always going to premiere at in-person shows, just like the Dragonlance adventures will always be premiering online before you can catch them in person.
I mean, with the exception of the first 2.
Well, special circumstances.
Exactly. But we will of course for February and March have more Dragonlance. That exciting new original storyline is exclusive to those virtual D&D weekends, as Ted just mentioned. It's going to release to the DM's Guild after a 2-month exclusive period, and we're going to have new adventures returning next month.
Yeah, yeah. Get excited for some brand new ones. If you look ahead on the 3-month look in when we put that up, you will see those next ones listed.
Stop calling
Um,
it poo, Spencer.
and of course, we also have some classic seasonal adventures. That is season 9 that I mentioned earlier. Mitch Smithson is going to be running. We are doing usually 2 adventures a month. Sometimes a little more if we can squeeze them in. But if you miss them, once he's run through them, we are not going to keep running them. So it's going to rotate right on through, right through the end of season 9. And then in February, we're actually going to be starting some season 8 modules. So just the same as we did with season 9 or when we ran season 1, culminating in Reclamation of Thought, we are going to be doing 2 probably season 8 adventures every month.
All right, excellent question from Reese JJ. Which I think should be addressed probably.
The PO moons are done. I'm just going to say it now, so there's no ambiguity here. Those 4 PO moon adventures are it. We are moving on to our new Malefic Delusions storyline that Paul and Savannah are doing. So PO Moon 1 through 4 are available as sort of an interim storyline, and then there will not be any more that pick up after that. So if you want to continue playing and you don't feel super attached to them, you can just start with Malefic Delusions and make your way through that story.
Yeah, and there's gonna be 6 Malefic Delusions at Winter Fantasy.
Yeah, it is huge. There are a lot of things in the works.
Paul and Savannah are ambitious.
And speaking of new storylines, you wanted to tell us about Dreams of the Red
Yeah,
Wizards?
Dreams of the Wed Wizards. So we're going to continue to release new adventures monthly with that. Our first epic for Dreams of the Red Wizards will be coming in February. We're gonna have that both online and in person.
Mhm.
Uh,
Uh, and I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, I think there will be one other one too, but I could be misremembering.
is the first epic. The first epic is coming. It says
Yes,
first, which implies that there's a second.
there are definitely going to be more for sure.
Yeah, there are. There are so many stories to tell right now. There's also an adventure.
Yeah, one non-epic, sort of standard.
One regal adventure, which is to say one regular adventure as well. I like that it's regal. They're all regal. There's red wizards around. They totally make
This
for
is true.
one royalty. But of course, the other thing there, Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel is going to start to wind down as we launch the last few adventures in February and March, because we got to make way for Keys from the Golden Vault, which is the next upcoming book
Heist, heist,
release.
heist, heist, heist,
Heist,
heist,
heist,
heist,
heist,
heist,
heist,
heist,
heist.
heist.
We're doing a heist book. It's an anthology, and we are super excited. Gosh, there's gonna be so many adventures this year. So much fun things. Um, and of course, as always, I need to remind you that everything that we just mentioned for February and March are plans. Capital PLANS. Plans. That means they are subject to change the further out we go, which right now is March. the more likely changes are to occur as stuff happens, as things are introduced and uh, whatnot. The 3 month look ahead can be found at our 3 month link, which is staticbaldman.link slash the number three dash month. And Spencer will drop that in chat as well, so you'll have both of those grids available to you. We already did the giveaway winner. Congratulations again to Kat. Yeah.
And right here at 9 o'clock, I think that brings us to the end.
It does. It brings us to the end. I'd like to reiterate the dates for the event this month are January 13th through 15th. If you have any questions for our one very odd stream, please drop them over on our Discord server in the streaming questions channel. You can get that grid link and that 3 month link, which Spencer is gonna be putting.
And
Yeah,
even though we did a terrible job of it tonight, we promise that with our refresh of our Discord servers, we will try to be better about making sure that we tag folks appropriately for streaming as well as for other event types and campaigns.
yeah. And if you have any other feedback for us, of course, for future events, streaming, whatever, please feel free to tweet at us. We're still on Twitter at Baldman Gaming.
As long as the bird site still lives.
Yep, as long as the bird site still lives, we'll still be flapping around over there. You can also, of course, always post on our community Discord. The Ballman Game streaming category is the best place regarding streaming stuff. If you have other suggestions, send them to the Baldman in the appropriate channel. And all of the linkity link links are now there. So I think I got all of those in there. Ballman.link January is going to be where you can find those tickets. Ballman.com calendar link is there. Please subscribe to that calendar, add it onto your Google Calendar so you never miss anything. If you haven't joined our Discord community, there's no time like the present. You can subscribe to our YouTube. That's the free version over on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel right here on Twitch. That's paid. You can give us your real money if you want. That would be super nice of you. Spencer's trying his
Hey,
best, okay?
you know what? Speaking of ambitious goals, I've heard that if we get 60 people to watch our final episode of the Moonshay Isles Castle of Skulls, that there will be a special giveaway.
Oh my god. It's not a special giveaway. It's a super special giveaway.
It's an
Um
incredible giveaway, but we got
it's
to hit 60
it's
people.
a
So
legendary
make sure you
giveaway.
catch up and start watching this week.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't, I know everything was a little wild and hectic in that lead up to the holidays, so a lot of you didn't have time to tune in. But starting tomorrow with episode 4, you can catch up.
Tuesday, not tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Tuesday. We've
Monday.
got 2 days.
Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's Monday.
Tomorrow is Monday.
Tuesday, starting Tuesday. I'm on hiatus. I haven't worked in days. I've been on holiday. Starting Tuesday, you'll be able to start catching up and then joining us in those quasi live streams. We've got some semi live content. We have some live content and some not live content, but we're all there live in chat. Um, and yeah. We're not. Tomorrow is indeed still a holiday. We're not working tomorrow either. I mean, we're not working. We're working. We're always working. We do too much. But anyways, catch up. Join us in those chats, and if we got our viewer numbers up ahead of that last one, and then everyone's tuning in on that last one, we're gonna do a legendary giveaway there. I'll let you guess what that could possibly
What
be.
could that mean?
I don't know. It's something that everybody would find super useful, though. Unless they already own it. In which case,
Give it to a friend.
give it to a friend and then be the best friend ever in the world. Yeah. I'm not giving it to my well, you know what? I'm not giving it to my mom, but if my mom tunes in and wins it legitimately, then she can have it.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching us. We really appreciate seeing you. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holidays. If you haven't heard us say that yet, we are really, really excited for all the things to come in 2023. There are a huge number of exciting new developments, and we cannot wait to share them with you. And if you show up to Winter Fantasy, yes, there will be cookies,
Oh
right,
my god.
Jamie?
There will be cookies. Not only will there be cookies, but if you are on the Facebook groups. You will have seen the ads to where you can order your own cookies for me to hand deliver to you with a smile on my face and a thank you, and probably some stickers or something. I don't know, whatever she gives me. But the cookies will be there. I will also post that probably once in the Discord, just so everyone can see it. If do not feel obligated to buy cookies. I will have some cookies to give away as well. But yeah, I'm gonna run for everyone who missed our sweet ads. I'm gonna run those, and then we're out. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one, y'all.
Laters, gators.
Off the Sword Coast, beyond the Sea of Swords, lie the Moonshade Isles, home to magic and legacy. The Isles were recently threatened with destruction by a mysterious figure from the past, wielding the power of a vengeful god. Now, as her people rebuild and alliances are reforged, the Moonshade Isles play host to a new group of aspiring heroes.